Hi, this is Orca, here to take you through how to create a custom matching rule and a custom duplicate rule. So as you know, Salesforce has its standard duplicate rules across accounts, leads and contacts. But what about if we wanted to create a custom duplicate rule for accounts? So here in an example, I have taken a business account example and I want to create a duplicate and matching rule that looks at the FCA number. So this is essentially their financial unique number. So at the moment, if I take this number here, FCA 12345, and I put that into two different accounts here, what you notice is nothing. So this could be a unique number, but I want to flag up a duplicate from this. So how do I do that? So first of all, anywhere within Salesforce, navigate to the setup. So go to the cog up in the top right hand corner and click setup. In the quick find, type duplicate. Okay, so here you notice we've got duplicate rules and matching rules. So essentially, a matching rule is used to match the fields, and then the duplicate rule is used to find the duplicates. So you always need to have a matching rule for a duplicate rule. So first of all, we create the matching rule. So in here you can see all the standard ones. So if you've got person accounts, it has a person account one, it's got leads, it's got contacts, and it's got accounts. You can see I've deactivated all of them, but here we're going to create a new rule. So object, I'm going to select account and then click next. Okay, rule name, match, FCA number. It's up to you if you want to put a description. And now here we're going to find the field. Okay, so let's look for FCA number, and then in here you've got the matching method. So what you can notice is we've got exact matching, which we're going to use from a custom field, which is what we would want anyway. And then you've got fuzzy. So fuzzy is that you can have a look on Salesforce Help, where there's a few things around the first name, last name and company name. The most common one is the fuzzy company name, which would be something like Orca and Orca Limited. So it would look at after that the Limited, Incorporated, Ltd, and it would find a match. It doesn't, unfortunately, make up for spelling mistakes, but that's more of user error, but it will help you definitely find some duplicates if you have a lot of users that are entering accounts with either limited or incorporated after them. But for a custom field here, which is what we're doing this video for, we're going to choose exact. Okay, and then if you're choosing more than one, we could add a filter logic, but here we're not. Literally, we're just going to go in and say we're looking for the FCA number and exact. Now I'm going to save it. Okay, so here you can see that I've created the matching rule. By default, the matching rule is inactive, so I'm just going to activate that, and here I will get an email once that is active. That will probably happen straight away. In fact, I've just got that email now because it's a fairly simple matching rule. Okay, here now I'm going to go into duplicate rules. So I've created my matching rule. So here you can see I've got I've created match FCA number. It's on the account and it's active in here. I can delete this because it's a custom matching rule. There's the standard matching rules. You can't delete them. You could just deactivate them. Now I'm going to go into duplicate rules. And again, so here are my three duplicate rules that I've got. You can see none of them are active in here. So I'm just going to create a new rule in here. And what am I going to use? So here are all the different objects that I've got in here. I've got lots of custom objects in here. This is developer org, but I'm just going to select account. Okay, so rule name. Okay, find FCA number duplicates. Now it's up to you if you want to put in a description or not. And then again, the record level security. Okay, are we enforcing the sharing rules or are we bypassing them? By default, and it's always recommended, leave them on enforcing the sharing rules in here. Here you can see a little description about it, but basically it will either takes into account your org-wide sharing settings or it can bypass them. So next part is on the actions. So what happens if it matches it by the FCA number? So on creation here, I'm going to select allow, and then you can have alert and report upon, or you can choose to block it. So it will not let the user create a duplicate. So sometimes this can be a little bit frustrating. So normally by default we have allow, and if you have the report on, it will also flag up the duplicates on the side. And again, action on edit, allow, let's have an alert and a report again. And here you can put a custom alert message in. So this looks. So you can see you can put a bespoke alert text in when it hits the duplicate rule. And now in here we say what do we want to compare it with? Okay, so here we want to compare it with accounts. Now you can cross compare objects. If you look at your standard duplicate rule, you will notice that leads and contacts are cross compared, because quite often you might have a lead that comes in, but you might already have the contact in the system. So that's where it's saying compare accounts with. But here we're just going to compare accounts with accounts. And what matching rule are we going to use? Okay, so here you can see by selecting it, here are the two ones. We've got standard account matching rule and match FCA number. So we're going to select that in here. So do you remember what I said at the beginning, where we want to create that matching rule first? But you can also, if you would like, create a new matching rule from here as well. But here I'm just going to select the one that we made before. Okay, now you could have conditions. So you might have certain conditions, like you might have a field on your account that says inactive and a checkbox. So what you might want to do is discard all of those accounts. Or you might choose to only run this for a particular record type. So let's do that here. So we'll go account record type equals here. And now I'm going to select business account because my households and client accounts, which is person account renamed, are not going to have this field in. Okay, I'm going to insert selected. Now I'm going to save. Perfect. So now I've created this custom duplicate rule, and I'm just simply finally going to click activate. Okay, so now we've created this duplicate rule, I'm going to navigate back to Salesforce here and to my accounts. So you remember before we created a duplicate and matching rule simply looking at the FCA number. So I'm now going to select account and new account. So if you remember earlier, we selected the business account that was going to meet the duplicate rule, not the client account or the household. It doesn't matter what the record type names are, but that's what we selected. And obviously you don't have to have a filter either. So just click next on the business account in here, YouTube Inc. Okay, and you can see as I'm filling it out in here, everything looks good. Now I come to put my FCA number in, which is what I used earlier to highlight the duplicate. So I'm going to put this in, and as soon as I've put that in, it says the record you're about to create looks like a duplicate. Open an existing record instead. If I view that, now what you can see earlier is all of the different accounts that we created and put that original FCA number in. So that is very simply how we've identified it off this custom field here. It's not going to block it, it's fine. I can save that here, or I can just edit out. But if I want to, you can use this, and then you can choose, actually I'm going to open that account instead here. So that's how you create a custom duplicate and matching rule against a custom field inside of your Salesforce org.